get a nice meal like this. This is pasta fagioli. So
maybe we order some pizza. There's a modern walk.
Yeah, exactly. Hi everyone, today is going to be a little bit different video because now we are in March. So of course I can't show you beaches and all the stuff. There were not going to be many people. So I'm going to show you something, which relates to my everyday life here in Split. Today I'm going to go on a community hike. We're going to go to Mosor, to a mountaineers hut up there, and we're going to have some lectures, and I'm going to go together with a community called Split Tech City. So now I have to drive 20 minutes to get to Sitno Gornje, where our hike is going to start. So let's get going.
You will arrive at your destination.
So now you saw some of the drive up here, and now I arrived at the parking where everybody's supposed to meet. So let's have a look up here and see when everybody's gonna show up. I think we're gonna be a big group. There's already a lot of cars, so I'm just gonna walk a little bit around so you can see where the starting point is for the hike to Mosor. So I also already recognize some faces here. So you see down there, people start parking down here, and over here is the start of the walking path. Hello ladies! I didn't know you were going.
We are Dalmatian coffee here.
But you're going with the split? Yes, of course. Yeah, of course. You know, I have commercial, you know. So definitely a lot of people is showing up. And one of the sponsors is serving coffee, mushrooms coffee, so that we all are, you know, we are all ready
Amazing coffee.
to get some energy, you know, that we can handle the hike. So too much to talk or what? Yeah. No, but they will. So no, I have to talk here. Yeah. No, but everybody is gonna walk with lightning speed after this. Yeah. Yeah. So Toni just told me that we're gonna be 55 to 60 people on the hike today. And of course, when we end up at the mountaineers hut, we're gonna have 2 lectures, so gonna be quite interesting. You see people started walking up there. Of course, I'm gonna walk with the last group, just to make sure we get everybody with us. Of course, I'm waiting for them. So, and I extra brought my hiking boots, because of course we are in an area where there's a lot of rocks walking on, so you need to be careful with your ankles. And of course we are also in snake country, so mind your steps. So finally my group is moving. And we are of course 15 minutes behind the first one who took off. Toni, let me just pass you. I just need to. Last time I went here, it felt that it went much faster.
Yeah.
Maybe I was in better shape.
Idemo.
Ajmo go fresh.
Idemo. Go tireless. Tireless. Beauty. Glow.
But we are on track. Definitely not a trip for flip-flops.
Maybe barefoot.
Yeah, maybe barefoot actually. But then you have all the smear.
Osco.
Yeah, you don't want to meet them in barefoot.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm good. You know, I'm half a mountain goat. But thanks. Does he still have the donkey?
I think they should have it.
Yeah, because it used to be just before we get there.
Yeah. But I don't know, maybe he's working and going back and forth.
Maybe he got a quad now.
Yeah, maybe we order some pizza now.
Yeah,
That's a modern wolf, you know.
yeah, exactly.
Wolf for Mosor.
Yeah. Probably there's a slightly higher delivery fee.
Yeah, probably slightly.
Yeah.
You have to give him some food and you're okay.
Yeah, exactly.
One slice of pizza for
Yeah, and maybe some drinks and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, was there a reason why we didn't follow these red ones down here?
I don't know.
Where it said right to Planinski Dome and we went left.
We will follow the group.
Where are you from?
Well, I live in Split, but I'm from Denmark.
Ah, okay. how did you end up in Split?
Oh, coincidence. So yeah, I came here and then, you know, I thought, you know, maybe I should make a business here, and I did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your business? What do you do?
Actually, I started many years ago. I had 2 businesses,
Okay.
and the last one I sold 4 years ago.
Okay.
Kad je vas pokrenjak?
Yes.
To je Mosor.
Okay.
So I've been around for a long time.
And you like living in Split?
Otherwise, I would not be here. That's for sure.
How is your operation so far?
Lush.
Can you understand?
Malo.
Malo?
Ja. Koji govori brzo? Da. Pivo. Ja. Rakija, malo vino, malo riba, malo meso. Da. Yeah. I polako. Yeah. So although I was in the last group, we actually managed to get up where we were supposed to get. We are now approaching the mountaineers hut, Umberto Girometta or something like that. So we have walked an elevation of 240 meters from 610-15 to now I think we are in 850, 860 meters. So let's go up and see how the mountaineers hut actually looks. So I'm just gonna, and here it is, mountaineers hut, Umberto Girometta, I think that's the correct name. And you see everything set up for people being able to sit and enjoy up here. We made it! Just gonna have a look over here. So you made it? Good? Of course, you know. And here we have the vault. So of course, because you can't get up here with the car, the way to get stuff up here is on a donkey, which transports it up here. Because in the Planetska Dome you can buy food and drinks, and I think we're gonna eat some nice food later up here after we had our lectures, or maybe if you're lucky before. Anyway, let's go inside and see how it looks like. We made it! So this is how it looks inside. So Tony, how does it work with this today? Are we gonna eat later, or do we all arrange that ourselves?
No, it's not. I mean, it's everyone below it for themselves.
Yeah, okay.
After,
we do it after, yeah. Super.
Would you like a coffee or?
I think actually I need something cold, but not alcohol, something non-alcohol. Over there. And you can also sit inside. As you can see, I think you can also sleep here. So. How is it? You can actually sleep here. You can sleep here, isn't it?
Yes,
yeah. Okay. Yeah. And you need to book that, or you just come up here.
I'm not actually sure. I never slept up here.
So now we're gonna have our lecture. So I think so. We were told to go in this direction. So one of the things today is I wanted to speak with the guy who's in charge of taking us here on the mountains. So now I'm going to introduce you to Toni.
Yeah.
Hello, Toni.
Hi. Hello, Morten.
Why did you decide to take us on this, exercise trip?
So basically, we are running Split Tech City community that gathers local tech companies, and we have more than 70 companies that support us. So lots of people work for those companies, and we decided to take them for a walk. An offline day. We all been connected for too long. So more of those things, as you can see, more than 60 people signed up, so everyone is eager for it. So yeah, it seems we're going to continue. Yeah, with stuff like this, like probably a visit to an island someday. I know you visited recently many islands and profiled those places. So yeah.
Awesome. So actually, I was a member of Split Tech City many years because I was running a company. So I know Toni for how many years?
I guess at least a decade.
At least a decade. And, I've been taking part of many of his events. He has a fantastic event which takes place every year in September, which is an outside event. And this year there's something new. Because normally the event used to be at the outside cinema in Split, but that cannot happen this year. So there's something new there, I think.
Yeah, so the cinema is going through some construction work. Yeah. And we organized 5 editions there already, and it's one of the best places on the Mediterranean to host
I can only agree to that, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not hard to convince speakers to come to Split and share something. Yeah. So basically, 6th edition is going to be on the new beach, the Žnjan beach. Yes, in the amphitheater. And this year is going to be free for community. So the story is going to be thanks for supporting us for 5 editions. This year it's on us.
Perfect. And how many people can attend?
400 or 500 people.
400-500. Yeah. Okay.
And sorry, Morten, I need to mention something. So,
yeah, okay.
Morten was always supporting Split Tech City, and he is the only guy in the community that has a unique green Split Tech City hoodie. Yeah, this one right on here. Yeah. So. It was a way, to thank you because you always been supporting us. Yeah.
Super. Yeah. Good. But if anybody out there is in Split in September and you like to hear about stuff which happened in tech, then check out Split Tech City and see what's happening with the venue. They can sign up, or you need to sign up this year.
They need to sign up. Yeah. We still haven't announced it yet, so this is like a teaser.
This is like a teaser, but it probably fits with when the video goes out. Yeah.
It's gonna be on 4th of September.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you like stories about people building stuff, like building their companies, lessons they learned along the journey, startups, outlook on the future, AI, you are more than welcome to join us.
Perfect. So if anybody out there is watching the video, please go and check out the website of Split Tech City and sign up if you are in Split at that time.
Yeah, see you in September.
Yeah, good. So of course, going to Mosor, to the Planetske Dome or the mountaineers hut, you get a little bit hungry. So one of the reasons you go here is that you get a nice meal like this. This is pasta fagioli. So I'm kind of enjoying to eat that, and then we will see what happens afterwards. So bon appetit. So now I finished with eating and we had the lectures. So it's time for me to go back. Before we go back, I just want to show you a few things here at the Mountaineers hut. So one thing, I'm just gonna turn here. You see you have signs here. If you wanna do some extra tough hikes, you have an option here on this side of the Mountaineers hut. But also if you go this way. Borg! I'm coming back. No, I decided to go back, Oh, yes, yes.
Still unopened.
Was that for me?
Yes.
Yeah, but you know, I'm not drinking beer.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just pranking you.
Yeah, you know, if it was wine, you would see me sitting immediately. So on this side of the mountaineers hut, you have the most options if you want to do longer hikes. We're just gonna go here. You see there's a nice sign here which points you to the possible hike, and of course the one here at the top, Svedjure. You can also see it here. 4 hours, this is the highest point you can hike to from here, so there's definitely options. Anyway, I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna take the same way back, although there's another way from the other side of the mountaineers hut, which will also take you down to where I parked the car. So let's get back. See you down there. So I'm now back at the parking where I left my car. My step counter says 11,000 steps and 250 meter elevation. So a pretty nice morning exercise, which Split Tech City arranged for us. I hope you like this video. This was a little bit different than the usual videos I do. I just wanted to show, you know, also what I do and living here in Split, Croatia, what kind of community I have around me. So hope you like it. I'm gonna make some more videos down the line similar to this one, just to show that it's not always traveling around. You know, there's also a everyday life centered around Split. Till the next one, thank you very much.